hit the like button, share the video, subscribe. It's your boy Smoke Man Joe, aka Upset Joe, aka Mr. Monday Night, aka the People's Champ, coming to you live here on YouTube. This flu is kicking my ass, guys. It's been on my ass the last couple of days like a shit stain, but we bouncing back nevertheless, guys. And my son is doing a whole lot better. Appreciate everybody that's been asking about us, man, and all my members anyway. I appreciate all y'all guys for all y'all support, all y'all concerns, man. I really do appreciate it, guys. But yeah, we back at it for the final pick against the spread video of the year, guys. Excuse me, I gotta look away. I got everything on my laptop right here, guys, and I didn't write down any notes, any trends this week. I'm gonna save all that for the live later this week, guys. But again, I appreciate the support. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. I was so down on Christmas, man. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It was a rough one for me, but I had to lay around and watch the Raiders lay the smackdown on the Chiefs, guys. But check this out. I done had a lot of trolls. Joe, your picks suck. You need to stop doing what you're doing. Y'all been talking all this crap, but nevertheless, Joe's two biggest plays of the week, cash. One of them, I'm glad I didn't give out on the channel because of trolls like some of you guys, man. That's why I like to say those big money plays for my members and going forward. Coming in the next year, we're gonna be doing a lot of that. So you guys gonna have to grab that membership badge. And speaking of members, we about to get ready to switch gears in a big way to the NBA. I've been having my eyes on the NBA here the last few days and been liking a lot of spots. Just haven't been backing them. If I would have, they would have been cashing, guys. And I'm just trying to do all my research, do everything the right way, guys, so I can start bringing you guys some winners. So, members, I'm telling you right now, we're about to switch gears in a big way to the NBA season, but it is still a lot of money left to be made in this NFL season. Now, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I've been laying around. I've been listening to some of these guys on YouTube, man, and I'm gonna be straight up with you. If these guys not betting $100 on these games, at least $100, why the hell y'all listening to him? I'm listening to one dude earlier, and he's talking all this crap, but he hasn't bet a dime, man, on none of these games. And if he has bet a dime on them, you subscribers over there need to ask for some proof, man. I can't take nothing serious from a guy who don't bet nothing on these games. I'm not dropping no names. I'm gonna let you guys figure out who that is, man. But let's go ahead and get right into it. I got 4 money picks in this video. I'm giving picks on every game, guys, because there's only 2 weeks left for the season, so we're gonna go ahead and give everything out here. I'm gonna have a 5-star play. Not gonna say what it is in this video, so members, y'all will get that real soon. And yeah, we're gonna try to finish this NFL season out on a high note, man. There's only, like I say, 2 weeks left for the regular season. Then we on to the playoffs, guys, and we're gonna have a great playoff season, I believe, in my opinion, guys, like we always do. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get right into it. First game on the docket, we got the Cleveland Browns going up against the New York Jets. The Jets right now, 7.5-point road underdog. And I really want to be on the Jets here, guys, but I can't back the Jets when I don't know what the hell I'm going to get out of their offense. It's just that simple. So with that, I got to take the better defense at home where they play the best ball, guys. That's all I have on this game, but I will say this. I know the NFL does not want Patrick Mahomes and the Buffalo Bills playing in the first round of the playoffs, because if that happens, one of their darlings are going to go home early, and I don't think the NFL wants that. So in order for that to happen, I think the Browns and the Bills are going to have to finish with the same record. That means the Browns are going to have to drop another game, or the Bills are going to have to drop another game, guys. But if they end up with the same record, then the Bills are going to win the tiebreaker over them too. So that'll keep us from seeing a Chiefs-Bills matchup in the first round of the playoffs. And yeah, that would be great for ratings. I don't think the NFL wants that, guys, at all. So that's really all I got on that, guys. But I will be very, very careful with this game. On paper, Cleveland should dominate this game. They really should. That's why I'm picking them to win and cover. But it would not surprise me one bit, guys, if the Jets strike the upset here. Next up, and this is a standalone Saturday game, guys, We got the Dallas Cowboys going up against the Detroit Lions. Detroit is a 6-point road underdog here. And man, it's a tough one. I done had a lot of my members ask about this game as well. And we've already given out like 5 games over there, maybe 4. And I'm gonna give them all out here. But this one here, I'm gonna roll with the Lions here, guys. And this is the only reason why I'm gonna roll with Detroit here in this game to win outright. It's because I think the NFL is gonna let them have the number 1 seed. Yep, that's right. I think the Detroit Lions are gonna be the number 1 seed. The only way that happens, you're gonna need the 49ers to lose another game, which I think they will. Last game of the season against the Rams. Cowboys probably gonna lose this game, and the Eagles, if not to the Cardinals this week, they're more likely going to drop that game to the Giants last game of the season, guys. Lions went out. They're your number 1 seed, guys. That's what I think is going to happen there. A lot of people want to back Dallas here, and it's understandable, guys. But I just think after last week, Cowboys are kind of content with getting on in the playoffs and trying to make a run, guys. They're undefeated at home. I understand that. They're the last undefeated team at home this season. I think all that's coming to an end here in this matchup. The Lions playing great ball. They are, guys. You got to give credit where it's due here. They got the better offense, in my opinion. And they might just have a better defense here because Dallas defense has been looking suspect as hell over the last 2 weeks. Cornerback Stephon Gilmore, suspect, and I think he's dealing with some kind of injury right now. The linebacker core hasn't showed up last couple of weeks for the Cowboys either, guys, and that's really all I got on that. And I'm just rolling with Detroit because I think the NFL wants this team to be the number 1 seed in the NFC, guys. Next up, and we got the Miami Dolphins traveling to Baltimore to play the Ravens. Miami is a 3-point road underdog here. Line opened up at Miami plus 4.5 and it's down to 3, so that's telling you a lot right there. And if you didn't get the 4.5, at this point I'd just rather take Miami on the money line to win this game outright, guys. And here's my line of thinking with this. We was on the Baltimore Ravens last week, and here's why. 49ers came into that game on a 5-game winning streak. They lost that game. Cowboys came into that Bills game on a 5-game winning streak. They lost that game. And the Eagles, they lost their 5-game winning streak against the Cowboys. So, yeah, that's just really my line of thinking here. I'm rolling with Miami here. It's a tough game because I was hoping that Miami guys came off a loss against the Cowboys, but that didn't happen. And the Ravens right now, they're on a 5-game winning streak. They're playing with house money. Whole world is going to be on them here in this spot. I just think this is the perfect spot to fade the Ravens, in my opinion, guys, and take Miami. I still don't believe Miami will get the number 1 seed because I don't think they beat the Bills week 17 if they win this game. I mean, week 18, when they play the Bills, I don't think they win that game if they beat the Ravens. And the Ravens are going to beat the dog shit out of the Steelers here. That's a revenge spot for week 18. So y'all can already go ahead and circle that game right there. The Ravens are going to beat the dog shit out of the Steelers week 18. Lock it in. But we're talking about this game. And, yeah, I just like Miami here in this spot. Do they have a better defense? Right now, last few weeks, I think they do. This is going to be a great game. Over and under sits at 47. I think this game goes over the total. Both offenses should be able to get in the high 20s here in this matchup. So, yeah, I'm rolling with Miami to win and cover. Miami is coming off I'm not going to say a fluky win because Dallas should have had that game, guys. You know, we're not going to dwell on it. It is what it is, but I will say this. I had a lot of people get on my back about that game, but if Dallas would have scored in that first series, guys, then we will be talking about a whole different story here, guys. And the Dolphins, they got it done. Shouts out to the Dolphins, but this is my thing with the NFL and why I know it's scripted. When you see the Cowboys actually score on that first drive, they didn't give them the touchdown. So they got the first down, but they didn't give them the touchdown. And the very next play, they showed a stat at the bottom of the screen. You know what that stat said? Cowboys are 6-0 when they score on their first drive. And what happened to play after that? They fumbled the ball. So you knew right then the Cowboys were going to lose that game. And I knew it, guys. I knew it. And it's just crazy that the NFL does stuff like this, but that's the stuff to me that stands out the most. Can't nobody tell me otherwise. This shit is WWE. But with that, I like Miami to win and cover, guys. Next up, in my first official money pick in this video, we got the New England Patriots, a 12-point underdog, traveling to Buffalo to play the Bills, where shit is about to get real, guys. New England coming off a huge upset win over the Nachos, and we got the Bills that barely got it done over the LA Chargers. But guess what? New England already beat this team earlier, right? So now you got to travel to Buffalo. Shit's about to get real. They done had an extra day or two to prepare for this game, man. Shit's about to get real. I got Buffalo winning this game by 14 to 20 points, in my opinion. Not sold on this New England offense, especially going up to Buffalo. Look here, circle the Bills right now before this game gets up to about 14, because by Sunday I can see it being 14 points, because a lot of money is probably going to come in on the Bills after this video. So, yeah, take the Buffalo Bills to win and cover. First official money pick in this video. And my second official money pick, we got the Atlanta Falcons traveling to Chicago to play the Bears. Atlanta right now is a 3-point road underdog here, and I'm rolling with the Falcons to win and cover this game. They got a big game coming up against the New Orleans Saints week 18, guys. That game could potentially be for the division. So I think Atlanta beating up on the Colts last week, which we correctly predicted, that I didn't get nobody come say, give me my flowers for that pick when everybody else was on the Colts. We probably was the only one on the Falcons last week, but that's a whole nother story anyway. But yeah, I like what I seen out of the Bears here, but they just can't keep laying these many points, guys. And I know you don't want to trust Atlanta going on the road. I know you don't, guys. Hell, I don't either. But it's just a spot here. I just think they're going to get it done here. Both defenses playing pretty much the same caliber football here. But what do I trust more? Chicago's run defense stopping Atlanta, or Atlanta's pass defense stopping the Bears? And I'm rolling with Atlanta's pass defense. Jesse Bates, them boys have been getting it done all season, really, on defense. It's been the quarterback play that's really been killing Atlanta, and coaching as well, but more so it's just been quarterback play, in my opinion. But here in this game, guys, Atlanta's the underdog. I think they find a way to get the job done. Over under sits at 38 here. I like the under here because I can see this being a 17-14 type game, 17-20 type game, guys. I really love the under here, and I'm going to go on limb and give out the under 38 here in this matchup. I think this is an under game all the way through. But in the end, I think Atlanta gets the job done, moves to 8-8, guys, and battle the Saints next week. Winner gets in, guys. Second official money pick in this video. Next up, and we got the Tennessee Titans traveling to Houston to play the Texans. Right now, Houston is -4.5. Revenge spot for the Titans. Everybody knows what happened in that first game. That was just a straight up debacle and a letdown, guys, for Tennessee in that first matchup. CJ Stroud is going to be back. I don't know if he's really been practicing with these receivers over the last week or two or not, but I'm going to go on a limb and say I don't believe it since he's been banged up. Not much on this game, but I'm just rolling with the Titans here to get the outright win, guys. I just think Mike Vrabel is a dog here. He's going to come to fight here. He knows he's playing spoiler the next 2 weeks. And I think in these next 2 weeks, he's going to spoil some of these teams' playoff hopes like he got his spoiled last year, guys. That's just my line of thinking on this. I'm getting a better head coach. Well, I'm not going to say the better head coach, but I'm getting a decent head coach as an underdog, plus 4.5 points on the road. They may not win this game, but I don't see the Houston Texans running away with this game. But honestly, I think the Titans get the job done here. Not much on it. I just think they win the game all right, guys. Next up, in my third official money pick in this video, you got my Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Indianapolis to play the Colts. Raiders plus 3.5 right now. Raiders winning cover. Third official money pick in this video, guys. Yeah, I'm rolling with my Raiders here. A lot of people may not agree with it, but guess what? This Colts team is banged up. And then I'm listening to somebody earlier today talking about our defense is garbage. Talk about our defense is garbage. Man, it's not too many defenses playing the way the Raiders defense has been playing all season. This defense has been balling, man. We got a lot of dogs on that damn defense, man. And I told y'all last week that was going to be the difference in us beating the Chiefs, and that's going to be the difference in us beating the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday, guys. I really think my Raiders are going to get in the playoffs. I really do. Call it crazy, call it a homer, call me whatever you want to call me, but I think the Raiders gets that 7th spot in the playoffs. All we need is the Steelers to lose 2 games, and I think they will, guys. So, yeah, Indianapolis dealing with a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball. I just think the Raiders come in here and take this game just like they took the game against the Chiefs, guys. That's my line of thinking. That's how I'm rolling. That's how I'm betting. Raiders winning cover, third official money pick in this video. Next up, and we got the Carolina Panthers traveling to Jacksonville to play the shit Jags, because they not big Jags anymore, guys. Jaguars let me down 2 weeks in a row, especially last week. We should have seen it coming, but I just really felt good about that spot. But I'm gonna be honest, the line moved from the Jaguars being +3.5 or +3 all the way to -1, and I hate when I see lines like that. And I'm talking about it moved to -1 right before kickoff, guys. And when you see lines like that, sometimes it's best to stay off the game or go the other way. But here in this spot, guys, Jaguars need a win in the worst way. They know they got to get a win. They got Tennessee and the Colts. Houston and the Colts breathing down their neck. They was fortunate last year to be the team that won a few games down the stretch, while Tennessee lost games to get in, and they don't want that to happen to them, guys. So they got to get the job done here. And you mean to tell me only laying 6.5 here, they can't get it done by a touchdown? Something's really wrong with this team for real if they can't get it done. I don't give a damn who the quarterback is here in this matchup. I'm not buying this Panther team on the road. Carolina's covered 2 or 3 point spreads in a row, but I know they've been at home the last couple weeks, and it's time for that shit to end here in this matchup, guys. I'm not touching the Jags. No way in hell I could touch the shit Jags here, but I like them to win and cover, guys. Next up, and we got the LA Rams traveling to New York to play the Giants. Right now, the Giants are a 4.5 point home underdog, and I don't like laying the points on the road with the Rams, so I'm taking the Giants here to cover, Rams to win. Won't be surprised at all, guys, if the Giants strike the outright win here. Rams playing for a lot. I understand that. They really are, guys. They playing for their playoffs lives, but it's just no way I can lay the points on the road with this team against this Giants team that's still fighting, guys. Them boys still fighting. And with Tyrod Taylor probably coming in at quarterback, he's going to be able to move the ball here. Darren Waller's back. So, yeah, I think the Giants fight here and find a way to keep this game close, guys. That's my only line of thinking here on this matchup. But it won't surprise me at all if the Giants get the outright win. Next up, and we got the Arizona Cardinals, a 10.5 point road underdog, traveling to Philadelphia to play the Eagles. I like Arizona to cover, Philly to win this game. This Philly team got a lot of problems, man. Going into the playoffs, you don't want to be looking like this Philly team, man. It's Philly looking like they might have an early exit in the playoffs. Now, I know you guys might not want to hear that, but some of you Philly fans might not. But it is what it is, man. Jalen Hurts is not looking right, man, and that's a problem going into the playoffs. That's a problem going into these last 2 games of the season where you got the number 1 seed on the line and home field advantage and the division on the line. So, yeah, with that, not much on this game. Not a game I'm going to be betting. Over under sits at 48. I think it has potential to go over the total. But, yeah, I like Arizona to win, Philly to cover. Not much on this game. Next up in my 4th official money pick in this video, we got the New Orleans Saints, a 3-point underdog, traveling to Tampa Bay to play the Bucks. And I'm rolling with the Saints to win and cover this matchup. I just think Derek Carr was brought over to win this type of a game, guys. This is it for him. You got this game next week, and then against the Atlanta Falcons last game of the season. These are 2 wins that the Saints can get the job done in, guys. I predicted the Saints to win this division before the season started, and here's their chance right here, guys. They've had an extra few days to prepare for this matchup. They already know what to expect with their division rival. And the Buccaneers have been riding a little too high here, guys. They've been riding a little too high, and I think everybody's going to be quick to take the Bucs here. But laying points, I'm not buying it, guys. Give me the Saints here to set up a big showdown in Week 18 against the Falcons for the division. I think somehow, some way, though, the Bucs still may sneak in. We may have 2 teams in this NFC South that makes the playoffs, guys. It's going to be the Bucks, and it's either going to be the Saints or Falcons, but I think it's going to end up being the Saints and Bucks that get in. And with that, I'm taking New Orleans to win the cover. Fourth official money pick in this video. Next up, and we got the San Francisco 49ers traveling to Washington to play the Commandos. Washington is a 13-point home underdog. And the way San Francisco got the dog snot beat out of them, you would expect them to bounce back here. And they absolutely should bounce back here. But I can't pick them to bounce back here. So with that, I like Washington to cover, San Francisco to win. But I'm going to be honest, if San Francisco does win and cover this game, they're not beating the Rams week 18. So that's going to be the reason why they don't get the number 1 seed, in my opinion. And it's going to go into either Detroit or Dallas if Dallas wins out, because I think Philly's going to slip up one of these next 2 games as well. It's going to come down to the winner of this Dallas and Detroit game on Saturday, who's going to be the number 1 seed. And I'm leaning with Detroit. And I just think this 49ers team just showed their flaws in this matchup against the Ravens. I'm really not sold on this team no more, man. I mean, I really wasn't sold on them like everybody else been yanking them all year anyway. But Brock Purdy got a lot to learn. You seen that on Monday Night Football. I'm just calling it how I see it right now, man. 49ers, y'all had a great season. But I don't think it's going to be no Super Bowl for the Niners this year. No, I don't. I don't think it's going to be no number 1 seed for you guys either. So with that, hate to go on a whole rant about the Niners, but I'm rolling with them to win. But I think Washington keeps this game close. Next up, and we got the Pittsburgh Steelers, a 3.5-point underdog, traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Very tough game. Now I'm gonna say this about this game: if the Rams somehow lose to the Giants, then you got to look to back Pittsburgh here, because I think the NFL is going to keep the Seahawks and Rams kind of close going into the last week of the season. Because if you think about it, those 2 teams are right behind each other in the playoff race, and the Rams had a tiebreaker over the Seahawks. So it's only right that the NFL continue their little trend and their little rhythm they got going on with certain teams that got the same record. Same 2 teams that's like that. Look at the Houston Texans. Look at it, the Indianapolis Colts. They both lost last week, same record. I got both of them losing again this week, setting up a showdown win and get in week 18. So it's the same thing, guys. But I'm not sold on the Steelers team going on the road, especially up in Seattle, hostile environment, guys. I don't see how they get it done here. This is another Mike Tomlin spot. They should go in here and get it done, but I'm not buying this team. Just because they beat up on Browning and the Bengals on the road in Seattle, I got to take Seattle here. I might get burnt, but I don't know. I'm not betting this game. Another part of me wants the Steelers to lose this game, so take everything what I'm saying about this game with a grain of salt, because I'm really hoping the Steelers lose this game, because my Raiders need them to drop both of these games, and we need to win out so we can get in. But yeah, either way it goes, Steelers not making playoffs. So you Steelers fans can hang it up either this week or next week against the Ravens. But with that, I like Seattle to win. Steelers probably will cover the 3.5. Next up, and we got the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. Right now, Cincinnati is a 7-point road underdog. And I like Cincinnati to cover, Kansas City to win this game. I'm taking Cincinnati because they got the dog shit beat out of them against the Steelers. A couple extra days to prepare. Kansas City coming off a short week, getting their ass smacked up by my Raiders. And am I the only one that think this Chiefs team is overrated and soft? Look at Patrick Mahomes. He crying on the sideline. You got Travis Kelce, big soft ass, crying and slamming his helmet on the sideline. This team is like the Niners, man. They overrated. I mean, granted, the Niners have more weapons. They're a better team, but they're still overrated, just like the Chiefs are. And I just believe Cincinnati coming here and fight for their playoff lives, but in the end, Kansas City get it done. Cincinnati's covered the last 3-4 meetings in the matchup with these 2 teams, so I think that trend continues. But in the end, guys, I think Patrick Mahomes is just going to be too much here. He's going to bounce back, and they're going to get the win. But in the end, I think Cincinnati loses this game by 4 or 5 points. And the final game of the week, we got the Green Bay Packers, 2-point underdog, traveling to Minnesota to play the Vikings. I like Minnesota to win and cover. Not much on this game. Both teams fighting for playoff spots as well, even though it's going to be a first round exit for either team that may get in. Um, Jordan Love on the road, underdog, could be a nice spot to back them. This pick may change if I decide to bet it. I let my members know. But right now on paper, I just think Justin Jefferson gonna be too much. Y'all seen what he did in that Detroit game. I think that momentum carries over here. And the fact that Minnesota has lost 2 back-to-back, I think they're gonna find a way to get it done here, guys, somehow, some way. So with that, I like Minnesota to win and cover. Appreciate the support on the channel, man. Appreciate all the Christmas wishes and appreciate all my members for checking up on me and my son, man. It's been a horrible past couple days for me, man, dealing with this flu bug that's on my ass like a shit stain. But we're bouncing back nevertheless. I'm gonna recap all the money picks again in this video. I got the New Orleans Saints +3 and on the money line over the Bucks. I'm rolling with my Las Vegas Raiders +3.5 and on the money line over the Indianapolis Colts. I'm rolling with the Atlanta Falcons +3 and on the money line over the Chicago Bears. And I'm rolling with the Buffalo Bills -12, guys, over the New England Patriots. And we're gonna roll with Miami, man. We're gonna roll with Miami. I think they get the job done here. That's the toughest one on the board for me because I really was hoping Miami was coming off a loss and I can really just lay it all on Miami here in this spot, but can't do it. We'll put a little something on it here though. I like Miami again. That's Miami on the money line and +3 over the Ravens. I got Buffalo -12 over New England. I got Atlanta over Chicago. My Raiders over the Colts and the New Orleans Saints over the Buccaneers. Heavy underdog week. Only one favorite that I'm betting this week, and that's Buffalo. So yeah, let's go 5-0 in money picks this week for all you haters and trolls that say my picks suck, but y'all still watching. Stop stealing and hit that like button, man. It's the People's Champ, Smoke Man Joe, saying you guys have a wonderful, great new year, man. And I see you guys in the live later this week with all the trends and angles, all that good stuff, man. So yeah, with that, y'all hit the like button, stop stealing and subscribe, and I see y'all in the next one. Gone.